I've got no bloody battery. Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, good. Okay, so we never know how they're going to accept the Pessoa around the back leg.
Right.
So we need to be a little bit careful. I'll just run my hand around there and see. If you get the occasional one, you touch it here and it goes way. Yeah, that's really scary. So you just really want to see. You sensitise them a little bit. He's not kind of panicking. Okay, so at that point I would then lay the sheepskin off his back. Like up and down there. Kind of your next stage. Okay, now these are now going to go one side each. Okay, so the Pessoa has quite a lot of different positions. Really we need some bearing twine. He's not going to go through there, or okay. What you need to do then is you need to put a loop of bearing twine on here, a fairly big loop.
Yeah.
Because basically this now needs to pass through a loop that's there.
Right.
Okay, so some of the Pessoa rollers have got like a clip on, but just a loop of bearing twine is fine. Through the inside for now, just to show you what that would be. Okay, but just yeah, a loop there would be good. Okay, then eventually what's going to happen to this one here, okay, is this going to clip onto the bit ring, yeah, and this is going to clip between his front legs. Okay, so that goes on that. And again, if your roller hasn't got a loop here, which it hasn't, really you could do with a loop of bearing twine.
Yeah.
Eventually that will end up like that. So if you look at the other side. Okay, so that's basically how you're ending up. This is going to slide down around his bottom. Okay, the long line's going to come down his side and it's going to tip on to a loop here.
Okay.
Okay, that's what we call like the novice position.
Yep.
Yeah, for training the horses when we're trying to encourage them initially to be longer and lower. Okay, and then with the more advanced horses, then we start coming up the other way, and again, with a Grand Prix horse, you'd have it up here. Yeah, but they're not, they work in a much different way. But for him at the moment, learning to stretch down is a priority.
Yeah.
I nearly phoned you, I nearly rang you and said you can go inside.
Ah. It wasn't on the list.
You've got the pumpkin now.
I could probably go and find some if you wanted to.
Oh, do you think there'd be some here? Yeah, there would be, wouldn't there? Alright, yeah, if you can go and find some. Then we're going to need two fairly decent loops. Would be good.
Good boy. Yes, got me. Yes, picture of Harvey. There we go.
That. So what the Pessoa does is it pushes the back end towards the front end. Yeah, and hopefully the bit in the middle pops up. That's the idea. And setting it in the lower position will encourage stretching down, which is what we want for him initially. When he stretches down, it's a bit like him going for a physio session and you pulling his vertebrae apart, yeah, which is what he needs at the moment. So it's like us kind of rounding our back and taking a big stretch.
Yep.
Yeah, whereas we don't want him being tight and hollow. Yeah, so anything that pulls the vertebrae apart gets the front and the back end down a bit, the bit in the middle pop up, and then we get the stretch in the back that we want. Yeah, only once his vertebrae apart can his legs swing much more loosely and him start to take a decent step and him start to learn to reach through his neck and work in a really good balance.